Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Buck-Chuckets and Piglins SMP. My name's Lawless Bacon, and I'm going to take you on a new adventure today in building our upstairs of our sky base. So, in last episode, we worked on our elevator system that was our entranceway, so we can come in, go all the way up our elevator, come up into our main part of our base. Now that we're up at the top, we need to start making a floor. So what I'm going with is I'm going to keep with the theme of the deep slate and the stone. It's just a good standard color again. But I'm going to outline it with the stone here. I'm going to make the center with the deep slate. And then I'm going to throw in some other little things, maybe a roof in a totally different color. I don't know yet. We'll see on which way it goes. It's possible I may even change up the floor a little bit once it's built, but I need to get something going for our base so we have somewhere to put all our stuff and call home. So I'm going to get started. Let's get this floor built and go on from there. So the first thing we want to do is we came out a specific distance. I can't remember. I think it was like 11 blocks out. And we're going to make this like 5 blocks wide here. And what I want to do, instead of making this a square like everything else, I'm going to try to make this a little more round looking. So I'm going to take and we're going to do a little bit of a pattern here. So off of the edge of that, we're going to make a couple different shapes, per se. So we're kind of making a little bit of a jog on there. I'm going to come back over to this side here. Let's do the same thing and see if we can get it to match up. Let's see if this actually works. Okay. Always make sure you're crouching so you don't fall off. You will take some good fall damage if you're laying down there. Okay. So now that ties up, and it kind of makes it a little bit out of a rounded edge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and finish up this outer ring going all the way around, so that way we can fill in the middle. So let's get started. All right, the outer ring is all completed. And if we look down the bottom, there's a lot of mobs starting to spawn down here. Look at them. They're all trying to come up and say hi to us. Yeah, we're not going to go down there. So let's take a little bit of a nap here and let's get rid of some of them. Now we can go ahead and let's fill in the rest of the spaces with the deep slate. Okay, the floor is finished. So now we have a place we can move around without having to worry about falling off here. Now we just gotta get some walls built, and let's get some lighting going on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use glowstone, because this way it'll shine below and above. And we're gonna go off of the single block point here. We're gonna come in. Let's go in to the third one. Should be a good one here. We lost a block. It's okay. We're going to put one right here. We're going to do one over on this side the same distance. We'll do it on the third one. We'll do this in all 4 corners. Okay, all 4 corners are complete. Now, let's take off the side here. Let's go let's go the third one off the sides. We'll kind of keep it the same, 3 blocks away. Okay, all the lanterns are on the floor. This will help keep any mobs from spawning up here for the most part. Plus, it'll light it up once we have a roof and everything. We'll get a little darker in here. But let's get some walls going. So what we're going to do for the walls is I'm going to place a layer on here. And then I'm going to have to go grab some glass here. And then we're going to place blocks of glass on here. Normally I would do panes, but due to we're going to be making it on a curved edge here, the panes are going to be a pain. No pun intended. So let's get started. I'm going to go around. Let's place all these blocks. We'll get some glass down and work our way up. All right. Made it all the way around with one full stack of glass. So that means it takes one full stack of 64 to make it all the way around at this point right here. So from here, I can definitely go around. I can see all the edges, see what's going on out in the area. And then we're going to need to make another layer of stone going above this. So let's just grab some scaffolding so we can stand up top. Let's go on up here. Let's just walk around and place another layer. All right. Now I ended up going 2 layers up because this next layer, we're going to make this a 2-floor thing. So what I want to do to make it 2 floors, so it's not just a straight wall going up, is let's take some scaffolding. Let's go further back up here. We're going to go out 1 block. So with this next one, we're going to extend outward 1 more all the way around. So every spot we're going to take and go adding in 1 more here. This way, it'll give it a little bit of definition from the outside. So let me go around and extend this out, and we'll go from there. Okay, we've extended that 1 block all the way around. Now to make this more like a flooring, what we're going to do is take this first layer of the blocks that we placed. We're going to pull them up just like this. And I'm going to fill them in with some deep slate. That way we can make a whole nother floor here. And then this layer here, we're going to go up 1 more with it. Just like this. And then we'll take and we'll have to get more glass. And we'll make another layer of glass so it's a mirrored image to the next layer up. I'm going to go get this finished up and we'll be right back. Okay, the wall layers are done. Now it's going to be more or less just adding in the flooring and enclose it all the way. And then we'll have to figure out how we're going to make either a staircase or ladder or bubble elevator, whatever way we want to do it to get to the 2nd floor. But real quick, let's go to the outside and see how this looks as the progress is going. All right, this is what it looks like from the outside. It's getting definitely a lot taller. Now, we just got to figure out how we can make this a little bit more stand out, maybe. I'm not sure yet. Maybe we can add in some coloring. I'm not 100% sure how I want to add things into it. So for now, we're just going to keep the basics. And then once we get a little bit more into it and more finished with it, we can always go and correct some things. As you can tell here, I did add in 2 cats to our front entranceway to help keep those creepers away from us because they definitely like to sneak up on us. We're also going to need some torches maybe over here. It is a little dark from the shadowing. May have to look into some lanterns. Get that at a different time. So let's head on back up. And we're here. So I'm going to close off most of this floor here. We'll leave a little portion open so we have a place to get up and down until we can figure out how we want to make our entranceway to it. So let me get started with that, and I'll be right back. Okay, I ended up finishing pretty much the whole top floor. We have our chest here from our cooker down there, but that's okay. We'll be moving all that anyways. That's just temporary. I still left our scaffolding so we could still get from the top floor to the bottom floor real easy, just zipping underneath, just like that, and come back up. So now we're going to have to work on up here, try to see if we want to do the same with the, that's not a place to go down. That is a chest. With the glowstone, just like we did here. Maybe we'll do them right above. That'll give us double the light down here, plus some light up there. Does look a little crammed here. That's okay. We're not going to be doing too much. This is just going to be more of a space, maybe our living quarters on there, and then we can do some other things up here. Now, from here, we have to decide what kind of a roof we want to do. Now, I have a couple ideas that I want to try, and I've never done it, so it may take me a little bit to figure it all out, but I want to make it like a castle themed, so it kind of curves up, maybe to a point up high, so it may be a little higher, versus the standard arches and everything. I'm going to have to see it. It's going to be a lot of stone for this, and I know I don't have enough stuff ready to go on this. We may have to do that one in a different episode, because that's going to take some work and a lot of materials to get. But for now, I think this is looking pretty good. We've actually got a place to stay. We don't have to worry about anybody getting to us. We can still look over the edges if we want. Might even. Maybe at one point we can just make this whole thing glass. Oh, you know what? Let's grab a couple pieces of glass. Let's see what this is going to look like. We made the whole thing glass instead of stone. Okay, I went ahead and made the executive decision, and I made both the first floor and second floor windows now 3 high instead of 1 high. I think it looks a little bit better. It's not as much stone, so there's a lot more you can see with it. Let's take a look at it and see how it looks like from the inside. Okay, now with all these extra windows, we can really see out into the server and out to the land. So we can see what everybody's up to. And I got here a little spyglass. We could sit here and we could zoom in on a certain part if we want to get a good look at something. We can see what somebody's doing. I don't think anybody's on right now, but we can easily look all around at everything that we want to see from a distance. So all the different places we've looked at before, we can get a close-up look. It's pretty nifty. But right here, we got all the different views that we can get. Now, if we go upstairs, we have the same thing up here. Just nice open area. I do have to go out, get some more glowstone. I was 1 block short. That's okay. I got to go back and get a lot of other stuff. Got to get all that from the nether. Now, I think it's going to be it for this episode. We've done a lot of building here. The roof's going to take a while, so I think we're going to have to either make that a whole nother episode, or I'm going to have to do that off camera, because that's going to be a big process. I'll probably record it, but we got to still figure out which type of material we want to use to make our roof. If you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments. If you like what you're seeing so far, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. But thanks for joining me on this adventure here in the Buck-Chuckets and Piglins SMP, and hope to see you back next time, and we can work on that roof. I also have another little project I want to build in between, maybe even doing the roof. Maybe we'll steer away from the house for an episode and go do a quick build. Come back next episode and see what it's going to be all about. And till then, everyone have a great one. Bye.